Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of association and causation. This is standard A.4B in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 20 of the 2024 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we have a problem here, and we're just needing to really focus on these two words, association and causation. So if we need one situation that best represents association, that means one of these will be association, three of these will not be association, they will instead be causation. So we're looking for the one that is fundamentally different. Now, what is the difference between these two, right? So association, you can think of one event is associated, but I don't want to define the word with the word itself, is related to another event. All right. So if we think about, you know, the amount of time that students might study for a test, and we think, well, that might be might be associated with the happiness of the student. So the more you study, the more happiness you will feel. Well, those two might be related because we're assuming that studying for the test gets you a good grade, and that good grade causes you to be happy. But there's a lot of other things that, will cause you to be happy other than that. So those two things might be related, but one doesn't necessarily cause the other. When one does cause the other, that's causation. Okay, so one example of causation might be, jumping off your roof might cause you to injure your leg, right? When you jumped off your house's roof, you hurt yourself, and one thing was caused by the other. So that's what we're looking for. There's going to be three things that have a direct cause, and then one thing that's kind of related but not really a direct cause. So let's look at A. When the number of spectators at a football game increases, the number of wins for the home team increases. Well, the number of spectators, these are fans. They're going to be loud. They're going to cheer. They are going to give you home field advantage. Every team loves to play in front of their fans. But the number of wins for the home team, I don't know if the fans directly impact that. This has to do with strategy and skill and who the opponents are. So I'm not quite sure about that. When more gallons of water are put into an aquarium, the weight of the aquarium increases. Okay, I think this is definitely causation because water is definitely heavy if you've ever tried to pick up a bucket of water. So when you increase the water, you're going to increase the weight. That makes sense. So that is a causation. So that's a definite no. When the amount of time an athlete runs increase, the distance. Well, assuming we're outside, right? If we're on a track or if we're on something like that, definitely yes. More running, more distance. If we're running on a treadmill, that's not necessarily going to be the case, though the treadmill will keep up with the simulated distance. So I guess either way, that's not going to be an association. There definitely is a causation. And then when the charge of a cell phone battery increases, the number of minutes the phone can be used increases. Yes, because the length of time that you can use your phone is directly impacted by the battery. This is what causes the cell phone to be able to be used. Whether it's for phone or whether it's for, an app or something like that, you need battery. That's why battery is so important in maintaining your battery. All right, so those three are causation. So the one that is not a causation is our association A.